We are in discussion with Choice International. Yes, the broking company has come out with their results recently. Management doesn't talk to media often, but today they have decided to step by in our studios. I have with me Mr. Arun Poddar, MD and CEO of Choice International, and Ayush Sharma, who looks after matters of finance and investor relations. So very strong set of numbers, and also what caught the attention of the investing community is that apart from the fact that marquee investors like Madhusudan Kela hold stake there, but some other very interesting names like Plutus, Ankit Khandelwal also have checked into the counter very recently in part of the fundraise. So thank you very much, gentlemen, stopping by. Arun, first of all, I want to understand your business model because this is the first time you've come.
Correct.
Yours is not a pure play broking company. You have investing broking piece and a consulting piece. Can you explain the company?
Yeah, sure. So basically, in Choice International Limited, there is a 3 business vertical. One is the broking and distribution, second is the advisory piece, and third is the NBFC only. And if you see in our total revenue split or revenue mix, 60% gross revenue contributed by the equity broking and distribution, 30% contributed by the advisory piece, and 10% by the NBFC. But the interesting fact is, if you see the bottom line number, if you see the PAT, then the equity broking number and the advisory business is contributing more or less equal. If you see this year's number also, then 93 crore rupees is from the broking business and 89 crore rupees from the advisory piece only. So we are very much hopeful in these 2 segments.
So tell us a little more about this consulting piece.
Yeah, sure.
So when was it started? And now that it is already almost 50% of profits, do you see it become bigger in the next coming years?
Certainly. So basically, we have started this government advisory practice in 2014.
Okay.
And today we have almost 600 crore plus consulting order book. That fees will be booked in our books in next 2-year time. So this service is purely belong to government's infrastructure project only. So if government issue any kind of infrastructure project, they will need the DPR service and the PMC services, and more or less 3% fees is aligned with that, the project fees only. So if you see in government's target infrastructure budget, it's almost 150 lakh crore rupees in national infrastructure pipeline project. So for us, the total market size will be 3 lakh crore rupees, and we are
3% of that is potential
market
for you,
for us.
In fees.
In fee size only. So we are very much hopeful ki we will get something good in that segment.
Okay.
And in next 5-year time, we are very much hopeful ki we will get a decent size of project in these sector.
You also have a small NBFC business, which is 500 crore right now.
Yes.
What is the future of that? How big can you make it?
As on date, 490 crore rupees is the AUM on 31st March 2024. Next year, by 31st March 25, we are expecting it will be close around 900 crore rupees AUM. And in next 3 to 4-year time, we are targeting 2,500 crore rupees AUM. We are doing majority 2 product only. Okay. One is secured MSME and second is the solar only.
Okay.
Solar finance.
Okay. Both are seeing high growth.
Yes. Definitely the government's recently scheme PM Suryodaya Yojana.
Yes.
So we already in line with the government machinery and government scheme. So we are very much hopeful we will do the good in NBFC side also.
Ayush, you and your team have done a great job getting in one more marquee investor recently. How much fund is being raised by Plutus, and where will the money be utilized, if you can talk to us?
So the total amount which we are raising is around 600 crore rupees. Largely within the group, there are 2 major uses where we deploy capital.
Okay.
One is MTF book in the broking business, and second is NBFC, as cash is the raw material in the NBFC.
Yes.
So these are the 2 major uses where we are planning to deploy the funds. Apart from that, there is no.
Right, because you are a numbers person, I'm talking more direction and vision from the management, from Arun, and more numbers with you. 40 to 50% average growth, top line, bottom line, and margins have shown. On the merits of all the 3 businesses, NBFC, business consulting, and broking, what is the 1 or 2 year kind of growth outlook which you can share with us right now?
So we had closed our last financial year at a revenue of around 759 crore rupees, which is almost 92% higher than FY23. In FY23, we closed at 345, 350 crore rupees ka revenue. On the profit perspective, we closed the last financial year at a profit of 130 crore rupees, right, which is again more than 100% growth on FY23. We are very aggressively working towards achieving all these targets to maintain this kind of growth. In the shorter term also, from the NBFC perspective, as Arun sir has told, we will be achieving 2,500 kind of loan book or AUM in the NBFC business. Similarly, in advisory, we are looking to generate an order book of 7 to 8,000 crores in next 5 years.
Great. Arunji, tell me something. Next 2 to 3 year beyond, this is very high growth, right? Where would you like your growth to stabilize? What big targets have you set for yourself? Say broking business. How big do you think it can become, looking at how environment is? How big can consulting become, and how big can NBFC become?
So, if you see our all three business vertical, definitely if the government stability will be there and government infrastructure also will grow. So, we are expecting in terms of our revenue mix, as I earlier said also, the revenue mix will be 40% from the equity side, 40% from the advisory side, and the 20% from the NBFC side. In a broking side, this year we have closed around 450 crore rupees revenue side, and we are very much targeting around 2,000 crore rupees in next 5-year time. And in terms of advisory side, I have already mentioned we are targeting almost 7,000 crore rupees worth of project size in next 5-year time. So definitely they will execute in 36 month or 48 month time.
Sure.
But certainly if the stability will be there, and definitely if we talk about the trillion economy, and one of the market investor recently said ki in any case India is a happening place.
Correct.
So if
Very good.
India will be happening, then definitely we will be the beneficiary.
Okay, tell me something. What are the risks which you see in your business model, which you attend to, of course, and try to mitigate? But consulting is more assured. But what about NBFC? Are there risks there on NPAs and all?
I just want to add one of the points.
Sure.
People said broking business is a cyclical business.
Correct.
Our advisory business is a kind of thing which will balance everything.
Okay.
So in any case, if in the future, if some kind of dip in the market, then government's expenditure in the capital product or the capital expenditure will increase.
Okay.
And this increase will help our revenue model or the
because
P&L.
this is more like a cash flow, very sustained cash flow.
Yes,
and your
definitely.
NBFC is also that. Only small broking piece is cyclical, which is of course reducing.
Correct. But
going
if
forward.
you see in our total, if you see 100% book size, then 80% revenue or the bottom line is also not related to cyclical.
Okay.
So long-term growth definitely will be there.
So I am assuming that you will remain a high growth company at least 2 to 3 years, because if 60 crore has become 130 crore profit this year, at this rate you should be closer to 200 crore next year.
Correct.
And on that also you see 40-50% growth possibility?
Certainly. So certainly this, as far as growth is concerned, we have invested last 10-year time in terms of tech preparation, in terms of team size, and in terms of platform credential build. Now next 5 to 10-year times, it's literally a growth phase only.
Sure.
So we are very much positive in terms of growth.
What is your company's capability so unique that this consulting work other companies are not being able to do?
So, sir, just giving you an example, any government project allotted through the tender process only.
Okay.
And in tender, there is a pre-qualification area. Any pre-qualification area can be created through the experience only.
Sure.
So we have invested last 8 to 10-year time for create the credential. So today, if any new company enter in this segment, they will need 5 to 8 years.
So that's a kind of a moat which you have, early entry advantage, which any other company does not have.
So that we will definitely get the advantage.
Great. That advantage will flow in your numbers and hence to the shareholders.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for stopping by. Great numbers, and we'll speak to you again next quarter.
Sure, sir.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.